I don't remember that though.
Yes, we met at the first time we met was at Friday Night Fix. Her and her twin sister came in, and I remember seeing her come to the door, and I was just like, "Wow." I actually couldn't take my eyes off of her, but I had to because I didn't want to be creepy.
Hi, and welcome to Iron Missions.
Here is our mission to inspire, restore, overcome, and nurture. And today we're going to be telling you guys a little bit about ourselves. So, where do we start? So, we're both pastors' kids. We both have dads who are in the ministry, and at the time we met, they were in the ministry. But we didn't meet at our local churches. We actually met at another church in our local town that had young adult activities and young adult services, and we were both going to that at the same time. And we were going to what was called Friday Night Fix, which is the young adult pastor. He would have people over to his house on Friday night, so instead of going out and getting into trouble, you could go over to his house, watch movies, play games, eat food, play cards, stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun. So we actually first met, in my recollection,
I don't remember that though.
yes, we met at the first time we met was at Friday Night Fix. Her and her twin sister came in, and I remember seeing her come to the door, and I was just like, "Wow." I actually couldn't take my eyes off of her, but I had to because I didn't want to be creepy.
I don't remember that. I remember meeting you as a greeter at the door, but I think that was a couple weeks after.
Yeah.
You remember us meeting?
Yeah, that was a couple weeks after. I was a greeter at the young adult service, and I always greeted everybody, and I always really looked forward to seeing a certain young lady come to the door.
Aww.
It was. Oh gosh, it was. We've been married for 6 years. We were engaged for 1 year, so that's 7. We were dating for 1 year, so that's 8. We were friends for 3 years, so we've known each other for going on 12 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long time.
It's a very long time. So we wanted to do this, telling you guys a little bit about ourselves, give you a little bit of history of who we are, because this is the love month. This is Valentine's Day. As the recording of this, when you see this video, we will be just a few days away from Valentine's Day. So we wanted to share a little bit of our own story so you guys can get to know us a little bit and maybe segue into some love topics for our next video.
It's true. Okay, and then keeping with talking a little bit about us, in case you just wanted to know about us and what we spend our time doing. Like you said, we've been in each other's lives in some significant capacity for relatively 12 years.
Somewhere along that line, yes.
Over a decade. Wow. Well, relatively 12 years. It's just really funny because when we started dating, and I think everyone does this a little bit, hopefully you don't do it to the same extent that we did. When we started dating and when we got engaged, we got married, we definitely hid a small piece of ourselves, because Andrew and I at the time were nerds, but we kept it all on the inside. And we
speak for yourself.
Okay,
She's the nerd. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes,
It's
yeah. We accept it. We love it.
We
okay.
are card-carrying, Comic-Con attending nerds. We are. We love it. You just have to be who you are in this world. But we didn't realize that about each other because, you want to be like suave and smooth.
I don't want to scare her away.
Right? And you don't want to scare him away. And we ended up, I think, 6 months into our marriage. And I see Andrew working on his computer and he's making art. It's fan art of different characters, melding different characters that he likes. And I'm like, hey, what is this? And he just turns around, looks at me, and is absolutely mortified. And he's just like, so I have something about me that you don't know. And he explains how he mixes different superheroes together, Marvel superheroes, DC superheroes together, and creates this fan art. And I was just really silent for a second, and I just thought, wow, you've been hiding this from me this whole time. You've never mentioned it. We've dated. We've been engaged. We're married now. That's really funny because I've also been hiding the fact from you that I like to write fan fiction sometimes about the same exact things. And we found out that we're both nerds and that we've been hiding it from each other. And lo and behold, we've become the perfect match. We spend our time together watching anything action movies, specifically any spy films. We have to be watching them.
James Bond,
James
Mission
Bond.
Impossible, Jason Bourne. We love to watch those
All of
ones.
them. All of the spy movies and any superhero movie that comes out, we're there. Opening night, in t-shirts, in costume when it was the Wonder Woman movie. It just, we have to be there. And so that's something that we enjoy doing together besides, playing with our kids and road trips.
Really love road trips. But let me clarify, she makes it sound worse than it is, okay? Let me clarify. We are both very artistic individuals, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We love to create all the art that you see on our clip arts and all the things that you see. She makes all of those things. As you guys saw, the jewelry, which we will be announcing the winner of our jewelry giveaway. She makes the jewelry. I do videography. We do all these things. We're very artistic individuals. We love to do things and create things and have our imagination come to life. So that was a big part of what I was almost embarrassed about, because I have such a fondness for all things fantasy, from Lord of the Rings to Star Wars to my own spy novels and things of that nature. I had my own little world that I lived in, and I was afraid that if I brought her into my world, that I would scare her away, and then she would run to her parents and I married the wrong person. So, but having that part of myself that she actually attached to was, I think, one of the best things for our marriage. It opened up so much more that we had in common.
It's true. I mean, and to be honest, I also had my own little world that matched his. So, God knows what he's doing. He put us together for more reasons than we could have imagined at the time. But I also had my own little world that I didn't tell him about because I'm there, he's going to think I'm weird. For some reason, you don't see a lot of women just coming out there sometimes talking about how much they love superheroes and all things fantasy, especially the level of obsession I can find myself in when it comes to anything spy and assassin. It could be unhealthy sometimes, but I didn't want to share that part with him. And once we just kind of started to let our guards down, which is natural at the beginning of marriage, we became the best. I feel like I know I can speak for myself. I have become the best version of myself having been married to him. Not just that I am now in a place where I can let my nerdism out on the outside and not have to hide it on the inside, but also my whole life. I am doing my dream job right now.
Yeah.
I am going after my dreams and goals at a whole different level, and I am literally becoming the best version of myself right now, having been married to this guy, and he's a big part of it.
And you stole what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you need to find somebody. I know we're trying to talk about ourselves, but this is, I have to say this. When you start looking to date someone with the intention of marrying them, which is called courtship, by the way, when you start going into that area and you start thinking about that, find someone that completes you. And I know that's kind of hokey and it's kind of corny, but in all the sense, find somebody that will make you the best version of yourself. Mm-hmm. Someone that will allow you to sit on your computer and create a 3D wallpaper for your computer that's a combination of Lord of the Rings mixed with Star Wars, mixed with Assassin's Creed, mixed with Gears of War and Halo, and they're all having a giant battle, and you do it just for fun because it's relaxing. Find someone who takes enjoyment in watching you enjoy that. Mm-hmm. And in the same turn, find someone that has the same mindset as you as far as your goals and as far as what you want in life, but also find someone that is your opposite. The great thing about Sherelle and I is everywhere that I am strong, she is weak. And everywhere she is strong, I am weak. We literally complete each other. one of the greatest things we ever did before we got married was go to marriage counseling. And in marriage counseling, they gave us this test about our personalities. And her personality was the exact contrast of my personality. Like
Everything completely opposite.
everything was completely just black and white. No pun intended. And it was wonderful because our marriage counselor told us if we were in the same line of personality traits, he would have been worried. But because we were so opposite, that they weren't worried that we were going to have, a terrible marriage. And we haven't had a terrible marriage.
No.
We've been able to work out everything. We still go to counseling. We recommend going to counseling because it's a good thing. Our counselors told us every good team has a good coach, and it's good to have these people who can speak into your lives and give you wisdom and insight whenever you need it.
It's true. I think counseling is important, and I definitely attribute that to how we're able to connect. Because, like I said, I have become the best version of myself since entering this marriage, but that also means like I'm a different version of myself. The way that I used to reason and communicate and process, it's always changing and evolving. Same for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you have to go, at least we find that it is important for us to go at least a couple times a year to make sure that we're learning how to translate ourselves to each other and how to read each other, because life is always evolving. Your spouse is always evolving, and it's never going to be the exact same. Hopefully, you were not the exact same person that you were 10, 12 years ago. Hopefully, you're growing and developing.
It's almost impossible. We're always going to be growing, continuing to grow and mature, and the way life treats us and things that life throws at us. It's going to temper us, and if we're not careful, it could chip our armor and make us more susceptible to be wounded. So that's why we have to get grounded in Christ, and we have to be tethered to Christ so that whenever things in life comes our way, we can handle it and we can do it with a strong and firm foundation.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's it. We just want to jump on here real fast and tell you guys about ourselves and tell you guys kind of what we like and what we spend our time doing. Did I miss anything?
I don't think you missed anything. If you have any questions for us, leave it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear your questions. And we can make a video just answering questions. Maybe even do a live stream one of the days if you don't mind hearing Coco Melon and children screaming in the background. We would love to do it. But now, it is time to reveal the winners. Do you like the pauses?
I did.
Yeah.
That was dramatic.
Yeah. We're going to reveal to you the winners of our contest. So let me pull up our Instagram here.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Or, yeah, we'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Oh, look at that picture.
2 hours later.
Miss Kiera 26.2. Yeah. That's her Instagram handle. She will be receiving our complimentary bracelet from the lovely Cheryl Grubbs, which was created, and the poem itself came from this beautiful mind as well. So, hey, thank you for participating in the contest. We're so excited to be sending this off to you. We are going to be in contact with you to get you the email for, we can get your address and mail that to you. So, we love you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. You're not going to want to miss next week. We're going to have a wonderful topic about love and passion. You're not going to want to miss it. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.